A lot of people are very excited about this fight. Do you feel that it's jiu-jitsu versus wrestling? Do you feel that you're representing jiu-jitsu in this fight?
The history that I tell myself is not that. I think I see this fight as a grapple match for sure, but I don't see like the old, challenges, because I train wrestling, he trains a lot of jiu-jitsu too, so it's more about, different fighters and representing grappling both.
What do you think of his jiu-jitsu?
I don't know, I never really see a lot of his jiu-jitsu, because I saw him. I mean, he has a good jiu-jitsu for sure, because he's controlling well the positions, and he managed to win all his fights besides Masvidal's fight, and taking the guys down and controlling the situations and submitting some fights. So I think he has a pretty decent jiu-jitsu.
Do you think he's going to be affected by what happened in his last fight? We know he's going to want to take you down, right? But you're going to want to take him down. But do you think that's going to create some hesitation for him?
I really don't know how he will deal with that. Although I don't think so. I think he's a fighter. He's an athlete, and a very seasoned athlete, many years. So I think he will just go there and fight.
Some of the only times you lost in your career is against, people like Weidman or Colby Usman. So do you think he's going to be confident by that at times you've lost against wrestlers?
Yeah, of course. That's, I think, the history there. That's probably saying to himself. But to be a wrestler is one thing, but in MMA they are totally different. All these guys, Colby is different than Usman. Then it's different than Woodley, then it's different than Askren. So it's all different kind of styles. And I think, where we're gonna fight, it's not wrestling, but it's MMA.
Does that give you extra motivation as well? You know what I mean? That you will overcome one of the best wrestlers because...
Yeah, I think the motivation comes from the challenge. It's a different challenge. And I've been saying that this fight is totally different for me than the previous 30-something fights that I have in my career, because since I start fighting professionally in MMA, people were always avoiding the takedowns, the grappling, and trying to avoid and strike, sprawl and strike, escape and strike, and don't stay on the ground, don't clinch with me. And right now it's different. He's a guy who is not avoiding that. I think he's a guy who will try to engage. So it's a different challenge.